It was a dark and foggy night in the hills of Transylvania. The famous monster hunter, Abraham Van Helsing, was on a journey to find and defeat an enemy that even he considered a myth. The Black Wolf, a legendary creature that was said to be half wolf and half shadow, impossible to capture or kill. Van Helsing, a skeptic by nature, had already dealt with many terrible monsters, from vampires to demons, but this creature seemed different. It was said that it could control the weather and appear in multiple places at once, making it practically invincible. However, Van Helsing received a valuable clue. An old parchment found in a secret library in the Vatican indicated that the Black Wolf had a weakness. It could only be destroyed in one place, a mysterious forest that did not appear on any map. This place was known only as the Valley of Midnight. With a group of warriors ready to do anything, Van Helsing set off into the unknown, taking with him a peculiar artifact, a very old pocket watch with runes carved on the inside. This watch, according to the parchment, was the key to defeating the Black Wolf, but no one knew how it worked. After days of traveling, they arrived at Midnight Valley, a place where the sky seemed to be in perpetual twilight. The gigantic trees created distorted shadows, and a strange silence hung in the air, as if time itself had stopped. Suddenly, a terrifying howl cut through the silence. It was the Black Wolf. The creature emerged from the shadows, gigantic and with eyes glowing like flames. Van Helsing, firm as ever, ordered his men to retreat, realizing that this was a battle he would have to face alone. When the Black Wolf attacked, Van Helsing pulled out his pocket watch and, for a brief moment, time seemed to bend. He remembered what the parchment said: time is the Black Wolf's weapon, but also its greatest weakness. With the watch in hand, Van Helsing turned its hands back and, like magic, the world around him began to regress. The trees seemed to grow back, the stars in the sky began to spin backwards, and the Black Wolf, confused, hesitated. The creature tried to flee, but it was trapped in the time loop. Van Helsing advanced, and with a silver stake engraved with the same runes as the watch, he drove it into the creature's heart. The Black Wolf let out a final howl of pain, and then it dissolved into shadows that disappeared into the wind. When it was all over, time in Midnight Valley returned to normal, but Van Helsing realized that something was wrong. He looked at his hands and saw that the pocket watch had stopped. Worse, he was aging rapidly. By defeating the Black Wolf, Van Helsing had inadvertently absorbed some of the creature's power. Now, he could no longer stop aging. Knowing that his time was short, Van Helsing set out on a new journey, this time in search of a cure for the burden he had caused. And so, his legend continued, but now with a new mystery. Could the great monster hunter save himself from the fate he had tried so hard to avoid? A curious story of a hero who has always faced death head-on, but now must escape its own clutches.